Good afternoon. Welcome to the press conference for the 6th International Conference of Tourism Statistics, UNWTO. With us today are Mr. Xu Jing of UNWTO and Mr. Marshall Fabit of UNWTO and our very own Undersecretary Alan Canisano. Like to read the statement, sir? Or would you like to start? Yes. Okay. From here. Oh, a few seconds. Okay. All right. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Marcio Favila. I am Executive Director of UNWTO, and I have the pleasure of being here with Under Secretary Roland Canisal and my colleague, Regional Director for Asia and Pacific, Mr. Xu Jing. We have, first of all, I have to thank very much the Department of Tourism of the Philippines and Her Excellency Secretary Wanda Teo for the great arrangements and the best facilities and that have been put at the disposal of all participants for this 6th International Conference on Tourism Statistics. All participants, not only UNWTO officers, but all participants have felt the traditional welcoming style of the Philippines, of the Filipinos, and we are very grateful for that. Thank you very much, Mr. Canisal. This International Conference on Tourism Statistics comes at a very important moment. It comes in the 2017, which is the International Year of Sustainable Tourism for Development. This International Year has been declared by the United Nations General Assembly as a year to celebrate the achievements, but also the possibilities of the contribution of tourism for sustainable development. It was approved, and I want to mention that to contextualize that, the same year that the Sustainable Development Goals were approved. That was 2 years ago. In 2015, the UN General Assembly approved the 2030 Sustainable Development Agenda and the SDGs, the Sustainable Development Goals, where tourism appears in 3 of them, in Goal 8, Goal 12, and Goal 14. As you may know, there are 17 SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals, and we do think that tourism can contribute to the achievement of all 17 Sustainable Development Goals. And it was a great decision, and we are very thankful for that the Philippines, the Department of Tourism of the Philippines, decided to host this conference here in Manila during this year. This conference is one of the official events of the International Year of Sustainable Tourism for Development. Now the conference, what we have seen as a very successful starting this morning, is discussing why we have to measure sustainable tourism, what we have to measure, and then how we want to measure. So why, what, and how. And this has come up very clearly in the ministerial round table this morning. The importance of measuring sustainable tourism is also clearly for everyone so important because last year we had 1,235,000,000 international arrivals. 1,235,000,000 international arrivals, plus the many more billion, between 6 and 7 billion domestic trips. So the Philippines, this is particularly important also for the Philippines because of domestic tourism that you have here, and the domestic components I will leave to Undersecretary Canisao and my colleague Sujin to talk about. But the importance of this conference is relies on the fact that tourism has become one of the most important economic sectors in the world economy, with 10% of world GDP, gross domestic product. 1 in every 10 jobs are generated directly or indirectly by tourism in the world economy. Tourism is the third most important item in world trade of goods and services. First is oil, second, chemical products, third is tourism, fourth, food products. So you see that tourism really is a very, very important sector in the world economy. So with that opening, and again, emphasizing the importance of this 6th international conference, the previous one was in Bali some 9 years ago. I would like to give the word to my colleague Sujin and remind all of you of the groundbreaking conference that we also had here in Manila in 1980, which was the first big conference in of UNWTO. At that time, WTO. It was from that conference we had the Manila Declaration on World Tourism, which is still 37 years later one of the most referenced documents of our sector, of our organization. Thank you very much for your attention, and later I am available to answer any of your questions. Thank you.